Welcome into the PHNX Suns pregame show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's #1 sportsbook app. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you know whenever we are live. I'm Lindsay Smith here with Saul Bookman and Espo. Gerald Bourget is holding things down over at the Footprint Center because tonight the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors are going to face off. I personally think this is the Suns' first true test of the season. Do you guys agree with me or not?
I mean, in terms of health, yeah, maybe, but I thought the Clippers the other night were a good test. And honestly, you could probably even make a case for the first game of the season based on how they ended last season, that it was the first test. But I guess if you're facing the defending champs, that's as high as the first test could possibly go in the season.
No, the first test was the Mavs. The second test, and I think a bigger test than the Mavs, was Portland. Portland's one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Dame was Western Conference Player of the Week. He's looking great. I think that was their biggest test so far, and they fell short by 2 points in overtime against Portland.
You really
Yes.
feel like the Portland Trailblazers, who are going to struggle to make the play-in, are?
They're not going to struggle. Have you – okay, they played the Suns and beat them in a tough game. They've won 4 games so far. I don't think we're talking about the best test so far. That team is playing better than anybody right now.
No.
I think
that's not what her question was. She didn't say who was the best test.
Just
Do you
first
think this is their first real test?
No, Portland was their first real
Okay.
test. Portland's playing well.
I disagree, but
You
okay.
can disagree.
Yeah,
and
I
be
definitely
wrong.
didn't think Portland was going to be an
Yeah,
answer to
nobody
that
does.
one. I think it's the Warriors simply because I understand that the Clippers on paper are a very good team. And theoretically, they will become one of the best teams later on in the season. But I think because they're still trying to figure it out, still trying to manage that injury load and getting players back into the swing of things, I didn't really feel like the Clippers were a huge test for the Suns.
No.
But the Warriors, being obviously the reigning champs, the fact that their core is majority back together, those main core pieces, the culture that they've all talked about. I mean, they started talking about the Warriors. I think Monty had mentioned something on Friday, even before the Blazers game, about just how the Warriors, as much as you don't want to admit it, or you might not want to admit it, what they've built there is what most teams are striving to build.
Yeah. I mean, listen, like, again, we go back to this point. Like, Portland, it was a loss. Cool. But plenty of teams have started off the season hot and then been about what they are at the end of the year. And I don't think at the beginning of the season, before the season, anybody considered Portland a true championship contender. And I still think they won't unless they make some other big move during the year. But the Warriors are the defending champs. Mm-hmm. They've had one of the best runs in NBA history over the last 8 years. They're a viable threat to win the championship again this year, even though they've lost a game this season. Like, I would say that this is as good a test as any. I thought the Clippers. Well, first of all, the Clippers are so damn unpredictable. You don't know who the hell's going to play on what day, and I think that was something we completely overlooked the other day because Kawhi played 15 minutes because he's doing load management again for whatever reason. I thought, why is he even back if he's not even going to play? He's not playing again tonight, which is crazy. He's missed 2 out of the last 3 games.
I mean, I get it.
Ugh.
I get both sides of this conversation. I do, because he's missed so much time. You don't want to just completely ignore the fact that he's not in any type of game shape because he hasn't played a legitimate game in a long time.
You don't get in game shape if you don't play games. You can't. To me, I don't think Kawhi likes basketball as much as somebody would love him to.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with that. But Lindsay's question wasn't, is this the biggest test they've faced?
No, she says, is this the first test? Yeah.
So I agree. The Warriors are a big test. They're championship contenders. They're the defending champs. They're the real deal. They're the measuring stick that you look towards. But that doesn't discredit that I think Portland's playing good basketball and was a test early on.
Yeah, but before we got into the Portland game, you wouldn't have thought that was when you looked at the schedule. You wouldn't have thought that Portland was going to be that first big test because it wasn't.
That doesn't matter. It's not
It
about
does.
perception of what would have been the big test on early on. It's when you look at it, have they had a test so far? Yes, Portland tested them.
But that wasn't the question.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't. Have they had a test so far?
The question was: is this the first big test for the Suns?
Yeah.
I'm saying no because Portland tested them.
Why? Just because they won by 2?
No, because Portland's a good team.
Yeah, but Dallas was a good team too, and they just
and we both said that.
Yeah, but you're
Dallas
saying that
was a
Portland
test
was the first
too.
big test because they won the game, and I'm like, Portland's not that good. Damian had to drop 41 just for them to be competitive. He's not going to do that every single game. Like, cool.
We're arguing semantics here. I don't think we're disagreeing.
Portland's not
as much as
serious.
we're acting
Is
like
it weird that I low-key didn't think the Mavs was a test?
It is a little weird.
I think it was more of like a tone setting for the Suns, and I think it was something that was necessary to win as far as getting your mental straight, having your confidence right, and just kind of atoning for your past. But as far as a test goes, like as to where the Suns stand this season, I don't know that I felt like it was a test.
That was an
it
exercise.
was a must win though.
Yeah,
But
that was an exercising the demons game. That was a flush the system from what happened against the Mavs. I don't think the Mavs are particularly good. The Mavs are Luka Doncic and a bunch of role players again, and so I don't think they were a huge test, and I don't think they're playing particularly great right now either. So
I agree.
all right. Well, my next question around this one is the headline of this show. Are the Phoenix Suns and Devin Booker on the same level as Steph and the Golden State Warriors?
In a vacuum, if you're looking at this year, yes. As a franchise, obviously, and those kind of things, no. They're not a champion. They don't have champions on this roster. But I think player-wise, this year, talent-wise, I think that they definitely are on close to the same level. They might be one tiny step down because of the bench.
I would say no, just because, I mean, listen, Steph Curry, the big knock on him was that he wasn't able to do it in the finals. He never won a finals MVP. And last year, for a large period of that series, he carried that team to a championship. And not to say that Booker won't get that opportunity down the road, but in the time that Booker's been a Phoenix Sun, the one time he did get to the finals, he was close. Like Game 5, damn, if he didn't get that ball stripped from him, he might have hit the game winner, and we could be having a totally different conversation right now. But the fact of the matter remains that he wasn't able to come through in that situation. It's the one situation he's had. Steph Curry has been there. He's done it. He's won 4 titles. Until Devin Booker wins 1, I would say no.
Yeah, I think I lean more to the side of no. I think we are on the path to being able to get there.
Yeah.
Should our coaching and our front office staff continue to take steps to help us reach that level. But as it stands currently, I would say that we're a tier below the Warriors. Just as far when you look at the big picture, that doesn't necessarily mean that I think that the Suns couldn't beat the Warriors both tonight and in a playoff series. I do think the Suns could figure out a way to beat the Warriors, absolutely. But when you look at it from a big picture, when you zoom out, the culture that's established, the kind of, what's another word for culture, but more like just the understanding of the roles of each individual player. That's all established.
Chemistry.
From the chemistry. The coaching staff, I think, is also far more established in Golden State than it is here in Phoenix. And that's not a knock on Monty. I think it's just when you have that much longevity with a team, what everyone's thinking night in and night out, every second of every day. You know that person like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
So I think the Suns can get there, but right now I don't think they're on the same level. Also, PHX Scotty brings up a good point. Deep pockets from the ownership. That would help a ton as well.
That's coming.
Whoever the new owner is, as long as the pockets are super deep and they're willing to spend the same way as the Warriors have over the last handful of years, then we could absolutely be there a lot quicker than we would want or than we think.
If you're going to spend $4 billion on a team, I would really hope that you had the pockets to then back it up. There's no point in doing it if you're going to fail, but that's neither here nor there. You're right. The pedigree, much better for Golden State. So I don't disagree with you guys there. I just think if you look over the last few years, Suns obviously have the finals run. They have the 64 wins. I don't think it's crazy to say that they're close, but you guys are probably right. Just that one step below the Warriors, just because of experience and how well they do.
The other thing I would say is like, listen, the Warriors are an exercise of what you could be doing if you have an owner or even an executive group that is all in all the time and has the funds and resources to be able to pull things off. We've seen them be able to convince, Kevin Durant to come and play there. We've seen them, hell, when they signed Boogie Cousins at the time, even though he was coming off Achilles, the whole league was like, are you kidding me right now? They got this entire bag of riches and now they're adding to it. They've made moves. They've gotten some guys. They've taken chances. And they've built a culture there that is absolutely dead set on winning a championship year after year. And it starts at the very top. A lot of executives don't get the notoriety that these guys do, and it's for a very good reason. This ownership group here in Phoenix has not had the best reputation, obviously. That's why they're getting eliminated and they're going. And that's, I mean, is that not the right thing to say? I mean,
eliminated.
You're eliminated. Your services are no longer warranted here. And hopefully, whoever comes in next will continue at least what's going on the ground floor with the players and the coaches and James Jones, and carry it all the way through the organization, and so everybody's got the vibes feeling on a very high level.
All right, so let's talk a few tidbits for tonight's game. First and foremost, just how are you guys feeling about this one? Obviously, kind of a big test, kind of an exciting game. A lot of people are looking forward to watching this one. How are you feeling coming into it?
This early in the season, I don't really have any emotion about any of these games. Like I get excited in the games, like in the fourth quarter or whatever, like the other night against the Mavs. Like I was excited that they were making that run to come back. It's fun to watch that kind of basketball. But before the game, I just want to see good basketball. I want to see the Suns execute, play their game. I don't know what to expect in this game. The Warriors lost to the Nuggets pretty handedly. They were outplayed all game long. Does that mean that the Nuggets are the best team in the world? No. So there's just too much of a variable right now for me to understand what these teams are really going to be all about, as we move forward.
Look, if you are not excited to see the purple burst back on the court for the first time in forever, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if your heart shrunk 3 sizes like the Grinch or what's going on, but today is exciting. I'm pumped for it. I wish I were out at the arena. I heard the intro video is fire. This is going to be fun to watch that. The crowd's going to be into it from the beginning because of that. I hope the Suns are into it all game and feed off that energy out there.
I feel like S was only excited because of the jerseys.
I mean,
it's national
It is
TV.
one thing to be excited about. It's been a long time coming. We've all been asking for throwback jerseys since the jerseys went away in the first place. So I don't know.
Jerseys, national TV, playing the defending champs. You're at home. There's plenty to be excited about here.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see what they look like out there on the court. I feel like it'll be a lot of nostalgia for a lot of Suns fans out there.
Yeah, I mean, it will be. I mean, we grew up in it. I was in 8th grade when they made their run to the finals. Also, Terry, I don't know if it's news to you, but 4 championships and a unanimous MVP is a pretty cool thing to tout if you're a Warriors fan. So I'm not a Warriors fan, but apparently I'm kissing the Warriors' ass because I said Steph Curry is good. So
yep, you are a Warriors ass kisser.
Yep, I am. Yep.
I've never seen Saul kiss anyone's ass. Let's be clear here. Saul is not an ass kisser at Eddie Ford.
No.
I don't know, but I am excited to see the Sunburst jerseys tonight. I know when Gerald was talking with Mikkel at shoot around today, he was also very excited to be able to wear those jerseys. So
he didn't even know we were wearing the jerseys until like somebody said it to him.
Yes.
He was like, ooh.
Well, let's be honest. I feel like they've got more important things to worry about than what they're wearing.
Why?
The players?
They do not.
Oh, listen.
You don't think they have more important things to worry about than what jersey they're putting on tonight?
Like what?
Winning a game?
Oh yeah, but that's secondary.
Okay,
You
my
win
bad.
based on how you look,
My
Lindsay.
bad.
Exactly.
My
The
bad.
first thing that happens is you walk into that locker and you want to see that shit. Like, okay,
But
I'm
they
ready to
weren't
go.
out there. They were in their locker room. They were at the practice facility. The
Yeah,
jerseys
but
are at the arena.
They should be looking at locker vision every day and
Oh my
seeing what they're
God.
wearing and what their opponent's wearing.
Yeah.
They're given a
Dress for the
schedule, but I
job you
guarantee you
want.
none of them have that schedule anymore.
Let me tell you this. Another little tidbit that you gotta look for tonight. The towels that they're using on the sidelines are freaking fantastic. I want one of those more than I want a jersey, I think, right now.
Really?
I saw them. They were sent to me, and they are spectacular. Get
Okay.
excited.
What does it say?
It's
The
got
ones that they put on the
burst.
seats?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Okay.
not for the fans.
Oh,
for
not
the
those ones, the
players,
actual player
the player
ones.
ones. I'm like, hook me up. You know, I need some of these. If you see them on TV, you'll know what I'm talking about.
That's what gets excited about the silliest things.
What do you want? I gotta. If I joy in something, it's.
Oh, DeAndre, wipe that sweat, baby, and give me that towel.
Oh,
I don't want
gross.
the sweat.
Why
I
did you
just
make
want
it
the
sound
damn
like
towel.
that? Why?
Because I was challenged before the game, and I'm rising to that
Oh,
I
challenge.
love that
God.
you just suggested that DA is my source on towels. Ooh, DA, give me that towel.
He's not?
Lord have mercy.
DA and I were texting about towels earlier. Here, yes.
Also, another little tidbit for tonight's game. It's Jock Landale's birthday.
Yeah.
And even though we had a conversation on this very show less than a month ago about birthday wishes for athletes, Espo sent a birthday wish to the one and only Jock Landale and said, mix yourself a nice jocktail, listen to some Yacht Jock, and celebrate the man, the myth, the legend, Jock Landale's birthday with special rates on a lot in Landale Landing. It's the birthday sale that will jock your socks off. But
That's
you
not
did get
the
a
best part
response.
of this.
You did get a response.
I got a response.
You did.
The one and only Jack Landale, above and beyond with this one, laughing emoji, prayer hands. Oh, good day, sir. Happy birthday.
So at least with this one, because the biggest debate was, do athletes ever actually pay attention to these? Well, clearly Jock pays attention to his birthday shout outs on social media and appreciates them when they're well thought out.
My rebuttal to that is that it's not like, yeah, okay. Jock responded, I was wrong.
Jock's the homie.
Jock is the homie, absolutely. But I'll change my mind when Devin Booker does it.
Hold on. Let's be clear.
Has Espo sent a Devin Booker birthday tweet
I don't know,
before?
have you?
I don't.
In
I
recent
don't
years,
think
I guess.
have.
When
No,
you worked for the
look,
team or
let's make this
recently
clear.
after different.
He only responded to that because I was making fun of the fact that there are birthday tweets that go out there. That if I had just said, happy birthday, Jock, and I did some shitty picture with it, he's not responding. He
Well, yeah,
responded
'cause
because I was
that's
having fun
boring.
with it. Like, that's why he responded.
Yeah, but that's
my
what we're
voice
saying. Like,
cracks.
if you want a birthday tweet, Instagram or whatever to get a response, you got to be real clever with it. Also, Charles said you need to keep that same energy for each player, Espo. Equal birthday shout outs. So that's going to be your new challenge this year.
That's good. I can't wait to have to do the Ish Wainwright one and come up with all sorts of things that go with Ish.
Yeah. Well, that's
Your Ish don't stink. Happy birthday!
Oh, dear God.
Hope your candles get blown out like your back.
Oh, geez.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Oh my God.
Does he have back spasms or
Too
something?
soon.
Is he hurt
Saul.
because of his back?
Oh, yes, but
Yes.
What was wrong with that?
Too soon. I don't know. That just felt really harsh.
Was that bad?
Landry, I hope you don't miss your family on your birthday like you missed the basket. Like,
Oh
what do
my
you-
God.
What do
You guys are the
want?
worst. That's enough. We're going to move right on
Just
along
reunited
past
with
this
his
one.
siblings.
You guys are out of control. So, yes, Ish Wainwright is not playing tonight because his back is hurting.
Yeah, I
Here's
was
your
right.
injury report for the evening.
You want to see a dead body? Saul just ran him over.
And then on the Warriors side, Dante DiVincenzo is out.
No, you got to say it right.
DiVincenzo.
I would feel really bad saying it like
I
that.
can say it like
you
that.
can say it like that.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, you put an
Is
extra.
out with
vowel in
a
there.
left
Devin.
hamstring strain, and per Kendra Andrews, he did not even travel with the team to Phoenix. And they decided that 2 nights ago when the injury happened that he wasn't going to travel. And then Andre Iguodala is also out with a left hip situation going on.
Dante
so.
doesn't get to see his boy Gambo on this trip.
Nope. Does not.
Josh
so,
Hunt, I will not. Sorry. That's not happening.
Someone younger explain.
Oh,
No,
Josh. Josh.
Lord have mercy.
But I knew what I was doing.
You guys are all going to be suspended. I got suspended. Now I'm going to start handing out suspensions. So y'all better watch it. You all better watch it. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you want Iggy, Connor Brum? Why? He is going to give us nothing if he ever came here. No.
How do you know that's what he meant?
How else am I supposed to take
What
that?
Connor said?
Like he wants him to play? Or he wants like Iguodala as a son?
Maybe he just likes Iggy.
Maybe he just wants him to to himself.
I thought when I read that, like, do your best was you guys say his name like you did Dante's. That's what I
Iguodala?
read that at.
Iguodala?
Yeah.
I can't.
And then he
I-
said,
the
no,
wrong if
it's
I
the
do it-
Max Kellerman saying. Okay.
Okay, I don't know.
This is all over our heads, Connor. You're just going to have to.
All right, can
Yeah.
we please get this back on the
Yeah.
rails?
I don't know what
Betting.
you're saying.
Betting.
Let's talk betting.
We got 7 minutes left.
All right. Who you guys got winning tonight and by how much?
Dante even. Oh, wrong segment.
I got the Suns by 1.
Suns by 1. Okay.
Stop cheating off me.
I was
son.
first. I sent my pick in at like 11 o'clock
This
this
is
morning.
fair, you
I was the
bet.
very first one.
This is
And
fair.
my picks.
I
my
honestly,
bets.
I honestly didn't see it. So we just are on the same
Wow. So
wavelength.
you're saying you don't even read the Slack
No.
messages that we all send?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Some of us have multiple jobs around here.
Wow.
Some of us were playing fucking Xbox literally 2 minutes before we started
That's
the show.
part of our company.
All right. Well, I have Suns by 3. Gerald's got Suns by 2. So clearly we're all in agreement that this will likely be a close game.
Yes, that is what the picks do. Say.
Yes. Mark in the chat says Warriors by 8. Hosea Suns by 4. Ernesto is Suns by 3. Charles Suns by 4. Ryan Warriors by 2. Eric is the lone wolf. Suns by 15. All right, Eric, I see you.
Eric,
I see you.
I will be very happy to celebrate with you after the game if that is true. So.
Mhm. All right. What does Vegas think about this one, Espo?
Vegas is like us, and they go 1.5. Warriors favored by 1.5, which really in Vegas terms means again we have no clue. So I feel early in the season you're going to see a lot of this because the odds makers really don't know who these teams are yet. So in these where you think it's pretty evenly matched up, you're going to get lines like this because they're just not sure yet.
Especially when it comes to teams that are at least projected to play well, because we saw this with the Clippers as well, which ended up not being the thing for the Suns by any means. But because they're projected to play so well, I think that's why it's like, let's not go too... Vegas doesn't want to lose too much money.
Well,
They want to give you some, but not all of it.
Well, and they want money on both sides of the line. And this is the safe way to do it with two teams like this. So.
All right. On the DraftKings Sportsbook app, where'd you put your money for this one? What kind of fun bets did you guys
I
come
have a
up
nice little parlay. It's called The Valley Gets Hot. And that's for the Suns to win. Devin Booker have 25 points or more. And Chris Paul, 10 plus assists. And then the Phoenix Suns score at least 109.5 points tonight.
Okay, so are these like I've seen some of these on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, but I just want to know these are kind of like curated by DraftKings, right?
Yeah.
They make really fun almost parlays that you can just go in.
They give you a
and,
bundle.
Yeah. Which is this new? I don't remember seeing it last
they
year.
just recently started doing these.
It's a pretty cool way to bet on sports. So if you guys haven't seen those yet, check them out in your DraftKings Sportsbook app. Espo, what you got?
I actually took the same one as you on the bet show this morning. The Valley Gets Hot. So I like that one, but I was looking at 8 and 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds at plus 330. And that one, I'm feeling it tonight. I don't particularly like the Warriors bigs. I think DA's set to go off. He's got the national stage tonight. You know he's a guy that loves those retros. You saw him in the video with him. I think he's going to go off.
So I picked the birthday boy, Jock Landale, over 6.5 points tonight at a plus 100.
Here's a prediction.
Okay.
Jock Landale is going to dunk on Wiseman tonight.
Ooh, that would be fun.
I think he hits 2 threes tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like he's probably feeling pretty good about himself right now and riding the birthday high. So I'm taking the over.
Yeah, he has a big game. He's the post-game interview. Shouts out PHNX. That's your plus 10,000 there.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a plus 10,000. And then Gerald, our favorite Gerald, picked Golden isn't actually a state. minus 45,000. So he's not going to make a lot of money, but he is factually correct, which is something that is very important.
That is
Gerald.
always a Gerald must, is factually correct. So, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Exactly. That's why we love him. That's why we love him. All right. We've got a game to round things out before the game. Emma, what you got for us?
All right, so we do have to speed through this game a little bit because we do have 4 minutes. But pretty
We're
much,
good.
I went down all of your guys' Twitters. I found a couple of burners as well. Thank you for those. So pretty much, you just have to guess who tweeted it out of the 4 of you. So there's Lindsay, Saul, Espo, and Gerald tweets. All right?
There's 95% chance I get my own tweets wrong on this. So.
I don't know, Espo. I feel like
Well.
yours are.
I feel like I'm really going to know what Lindsay's are.
You guys ready?
Well, let's see. What you got for us? Can't be the only one who isn't bothered that Lady Gaga held up the Larry O'Brien trophy before his son
Espo.
ever did. That's Espo
That's
for
so
sure.
Espo.
Definitely
100%.
That's Espo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
me.
Second one.
Being a sports fan is like being in a relationship. Sometimes you look over and your partner isn't pretty. Doesn't mean you break up.
That's Espo.
That's
Espo.
Espo again.
Yeah, that's Espo.
Yeah. I have some of the most bizarre, wild, vivid dreams. I need to start writing them down. That's me.
Lindsay.
Yeah, that's
100% Lindsay.
Yeah.
Be right back. About to go run through a motherfucking wall. That's Saul.
That's Saul.
100%.
Gerald.
It's
Is it? That's Gerald?
What?
Is it really?
Wow.
That is
That was
Gerald.
100%
I
Saul
forgot
in my
Gerald
book.
was part of this.
That was after he watched Lord of the Rings.
Probably.
It's on his burner account.
Oh, on his, whatever that
Burner.
one was called, the one that got hacked?
Bourget.Gerald dropped a We've Got a Wedgie last night on the Rise. Oh, this is me.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
Rise Broadcast Network in honor of the
I don't even know what the
starters.
hell Rise
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
That was our
That's
digital
Espo.
network. So I think it's late enough for me to tweet that Bay gets in on Friday. So I kind of sort of desperately need the Suns.
Gerald.
To, yeah, this
Yeah.
is Gerald.
Gerald.
Gerald
100%.
Gerald.
Yeah. That's
That's me.
I actually think that this is a trick, and I think this is Shane.
Shane's not in it.
Okay.
No, it's Lindsay.
It's Lindsay. We
That's
were
a me tweet for
dying
sure.
laughing this morning. Really mad. It's literally just meow question mark.
There's nothing wrong with a little trash talk. Refs in college sports hate fun. That's
Saul.
all.
Yeah, it's me.
That's all.
Man, where's the challenge here? Man, this week has just been crap.
Gerald.
That's Gerald.
Saul.
Oh, Saul. Okay.
That's every week when he used to share an office with me.
So far, we've had 2 mix-ups on Saul and Gerald.
Mhm.
How many more we got? A couple more?
Nope, we're done.
That's it?
Ah.
I went through it fast for you guys. Come on, we got
All
to.
right. Well, that was
Wow.
not bad, but I feel like you
Mine are
got it.
obvious.
Yours were easy.
Yeah.
Mine were easy too. I wish I don't dream like that anymore, and I'm really sad about it because they were so fun.
Yeah.
Take some OGs.
All right. Well, we hope you guys enjoy tonight's game. Don't forget to meet us right back here after it wraps up. Until then, have a great night. Bye.
Hey yo, my lifestyle is retro. Tell the Phoenix Metro. Megas in control and he ain't never gonna let go. PHNX though, Lindsay, Gerald, Espo.